Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another presentation of our 1976 replay. And it's the Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox at Fenway. It's going to be Ferguson Jenkins, 12-11 with a 3.27 ERA, against Jim Catfish Hunter, 17-15 with a 3.53 ERA. And we're right about to get started here. A little crowd noise in the background, so it's not so quiet. And here's the ballpark card for Fenway Park. Always nice to see that. There's a three-way interaction here between the pitcher, the batter, and the ballpark card, and you get different results from each of those. So it's a great game, inside pitch. And I'll show you how you actually read the dice on inside pitch. It's pretty simple. You get a red. You read it first, it's the column. The white is going to be the row, and then you're going to get a 25 or a 20 die. And that is going to be the additional number that sometimes you need. We start with the pitcher, go to the batter, and then ultimately sometimes it's at Fenway Park. It's the ballpark card. Remember, this is your home for chat, tutorials, strategy, player profiles, history reviews, news, tips, unboxings, top baseball cards, and sometimes rants. We do it all here at the CP Cards and Dice Network. And we're about to get started. I am using, to keep track of the stats for this replay, I am using Ball Score. And it's going to be Mickey Rivers leading it off, Mick the Quick. Roy White batting second in left field. Batting third is Thurman Munson, the captain. Batting cleanup is Chris Chambliss, the first baseman. Batting fifth is Carlos May, recently acquired from the White Sox. He's a DH. Craig Nettles in third place at third base, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Oscar Gamble, the right fielder. Batting eighth is Willie Randolph at second base. And the ninth place batter is Jim Mason, the shortstop. Let's get rolling. Played a 30-minute online game today using payoff pitch. It was the 69 Mets versus the 69 Cubs. And if you get a chance, you can check that out. That was a lot of fun. It was a great game, an exciting game. All right, so let's get started. Here goes. And we're going to look off the pitcher's card. It's going to be a potential strikeout. That's a 10 against a righty. And it's a -1 and a -3 for walks and a -1 for Ks. So we're not going to get very many walks, and it's going to minimize Ks a little bit. So we're going to roll off. So the number's too high to qualify for the whatever it was, strikeout. So we're going to roll on Rivers' card, and I usually roll another 20-sided die. And that's a 6-3, and that's going to be line caught by the shortstop, Burleson. Hit it on the screws, but right at Burleson, who timed it perfectly. And I am on a new system here, so there you go. So Mick the Quick is out. Next is Roy White, who's batting .325. He's got 7 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, 151 at bats. So I'm through June and May. This is the last game of May. So, oh, there it is. Tribe Fan, welcome, sir. Hey, that's great to see Tribe Fan in the house. I watch his, he does some, I think, Colorado stuff. And periodically he does summaries of how things are going and so on. And I like that. It's fun to watch. Roy White. That's a 3-3, and that's going to be a potential strikeout. A 7, maybe a strikeout, but it's a -1, so that turns into a 6. 7 is too high, and we go to Roy White's card. Let's see what happens on Roy White's card. A 6-4, and that's ground ball and through into right field. An S4 for Roy White. He's on with a single, and Roy White is a threat to go, and that's why we're going to use that 20-sided die, and that's way too high. The fewer time, there's a lot of dice rolling in this game, with a purpose, of course, and it adds tremendous drama, so I have no problem with it. 6-2, and that's a potential home run for Thurman Munson. So Thurman Munson steps in the box, and that's a wheelhouse pitch right down the middle. Potential home run. Let's see if Thurman Munson can get a hold of this. And so we're going to, with the question mark, we're going to look over here, and against right-handed batters, 1-17, we got a 7 there. So now we're going to look at Thurman Munson versus righties. It's 1-9. So we got to roll a 1-9, and that ball is driven deep to left field, and back goes whoever's out there. Who is that out there? Rick Miller to the track, to the wall, looks up. It's out of here. 2-0 Yankees. First inning. Thurman Munson connects off Fergie Jenkins to give the Yanks a 2-0 lead early on. Let's take a quick peek and see. That was Munson's 6th home run of the year. 2 RBIs. He has 33 RBIs on the year. So he's set up to have 18 home runs based on proportionally for the whole season. We've played 2 months, so there's 4 more months. So he hit, let's see how many. He hit 17 home runs. So based on what we have right here, he would end the season with 18 home runs. He had 33. He had 105 RBIs. Based on what we have, he would end the season with 99 RBIs. So even for such a short season, it's just a 2-month basically result period. We get the stats are pretty close. Now he batted .302. And in the replays, batting .350, but I don't know how long that'll last. Yanks are up 2-0. Chris Chambliss. Now he's been struggling a bit. 1-6, that's a potential walk, and a 2, -3, so it's a right -3, it's a 3, and a 2 will do it. So that's a walk for Chambliss. Chambliss not really a guy known to go, but we will try. Oh, no, he's got no lead. Carlos May, left-handed batter, acquired from Chicago, bats .259 and 76. That's a 4-2, and that's a potential walk, but a 16 is above the number. And a 3-2, and that's a ground ball through the right side into right field. And going to third, I believe, is going to be Chambliss. Let's double check on that. A 3-2 is going to be an S3. Let me see where I have the rules. Chambliss is a 2. There's only 1 out. S3, oh, it is. A 1 to third on an S3 is a 2 or better. 2 or better. So Chambliss hustles over to third, and there's runners on first and third now. Greg Nettles. Let's see. 21, and that's blank, so we're rolling off Nettles. Nettles had 32 home runs. In our replay, he's got 5. Oh, that's foul back. Let's try that again. That's a 36, and that's going to be a question mark 9. We roll the 14 against a right-handed batter. That's a deep drive to right field, And that ball's out of here. Greg Nettles, 4-0 Yankees, 2-run shot. Actually, that's a 3-run shot. It's 5-0 Yankees. Holy smokes. 3-6. Let's double check that. Question mark 9 against a right-handed batter. That ball's gone. And that's going to be Greg Nettles' 6th home run of the year and his 18th RBI. Yankees lead at 5-0. And let's take a quick peek. I got some books that help me learn and remember this particular period. This is called Jimmy the Greek's 1977 baseball book. I'm trying to get the Red Sox. Don Zimmer was the manager in 76. I'm not sure if he's still the manager in 77. Rolling a Rockies game right now. All right, Tri-Fan, sounds good, man. I'll check it out. I usually check it out on my way to work. And I have, 30, 40 minutes. Don Zimmer, I'm wondering if Don Zimmer was the manager in 76 as well. Not too sure. All right, so it's Oscar Gamble. And that's a 2-6. That's a potential strikeout, but the 20 is too high, so we're rolling off Gamble's card. A 5-6, and that is line base hit to right field. So Gamble singles, and still there's only 1 out in this inning, and Fergie Jenkins is really struggling. Willie Randolph next. It's a 1-6. That's a potential walk of 13. Say 13 against a righty is ball 4. Full count, and that ball's high. Willie Randolph walks. Runners on first and second now. There's action in the Red Sox bullpen. Jim Mason, light-hitting Jim Mason, batted 180 for the season. Here's the pitch. A 3-1 is an error on the throw. Oh, my goodness gracious. 3-1 is a ground ball to third base. Rico Petrocelli. We rolled an 8. I do not know what Petrocelli is. And the Red Sox have not even come to bat, and they're down 5-0. Rico Petrocelli is a 7, so this may end up being a double play. We're going to double check. We're going to take a look at that. So Mason is a 2. Jenkins is a 0. We're playing halfway. I don't know that we have any pivot advantages. Doyle's got a 0, and Burleson's got a 0, so we're looking at a 3. And nope, it's going to be a fielder's choice. Basically a 5-4 fielder's choice. And all right, so we batted around. So this is going to create a situation in ball score where I have to adjust the inning. Insert inning for bat around, the first inning. So now you're going to have 2 lines with the first inning. And it's going to be Mick the Quick. Mick the Quick lined out. So we've got 2 outs, runners on first and third, and Mick the Quick, the batter. Here's the pitch from Jenkins, 4-3. That's blank, so we're looking at Rivers' card now. And a 5-3 is line base hit right field. And coming in to score easily is Gamble. Let's see if Mason is a base running 2 on S9 with 2 outs. +2, +3, that's going to be 5. 5, and the right fielder, who's the right fielder? I think it's Dwight Evans. He's a -1, so that's a 4. Let's see what happens here, and that's a 1. The 1 takes us to check second die roll. The second die roll is a 4 on the 1 chart. Lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner. And it is, so trailing runner advances on the throw. All right, so we're going to get a And then 4, Mickey Rivers is going to advance as well. So we're gonna get Mickey Rivers to second base on this as well here. Change runner, reset entire inning. Let's see, change runners. Place runner at second base. So, all right, Mickey Rivers is at second base, and it's going to be Roy White. So the throw home is not in time, or the throw to third is not in time. Mickey Rivers advances to second base. So the score is 6-0 now. Roy White. And that's a 3-4. That's ballpark. Fenway Park, 6-2. And that's going to be Roy White pulls it down the line into right field corner. And after it is Dewey Evans scoring easily is Mason and Rivers. And that's going to be an RBI, a 2 RBI double with 2 outs by Roy White, and the Yanks are up 8-0, and that's going to be it for Fergie Jenkins. He can't get an out, my friends. 8-0 Yankees. Rick in the house. He's one of my sensei group. He's from my sensei group, from my IP. He knows IP like the back of his hand. And blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Let's look quickly at this box score to see who. Yeah, we had Tom House. Tom House is in the house, and he's coming in. All right, Tom House is going to be in there. Let's see how long he can go. Now, I know Tom House. He runs a lot of baseball camps for kids. Charges a lot of money with the promise of, glory, fame and glory and celebrity, which, comes through 1% of the time. Making it to the major leagues is equivalent to be eaten by a shark in a plane crash or struck by lightning. So Tom House is in there. He's a short reliever. We want somebody who can last. This is early. So we need Willoughby and Rick Jones. Let's check out Willoughby and Rick Jones. We need somebody with some staying power. That's what she said. Willoughby and Rick Jones. Willoughby is an 8. Rick Jones is a 13. Rick Jones is our man. All right, Thurman Munson. Munson homered, 2-run homer in his first at bat in this inning. We batted around plus. Here's the pitch from. Oh wait, I got to get the pitcher in there. And it's going to be Rick Jones. All right, let's see, 1-5, and that's going to be ballpark, Fenway Park. 1-3 is a. Munson goes the other way. That grounder's through in the center field, right by the outstretched glove of Denny Doyle. And is that going to score a run? I believe it is. I just remember that there's a runner at second base. I'm distracted because this game is going to take a while. A 2 or better scores. So that's an RBI. That's the 3rd RBI in the inning for Munson. White scores, and Munson's on at first. 9-0. Chris Chambliss. That's a 12 double question mark. So you go over here to this side of the card against a lefty. It's a ground ball up the middle and through in the center field with 2 outs, and that's 1. First to third, Munson is a 4, and he's going to hustle over to third base. First and third now. Carlos May. Carlos May is a recent acquisition from the White Sox. Tribe fan. Maybe we'll get a video soon. Rolling a Rockies game. Hey, Rick is in the house, and I know Tom House for catching Hank Aaron 7/15. Funny you're playing Yanks Sox. My next game all set up to go with 77 Yankees Sox near the end of June 77. Well, this is the last day, May 31st, 1976. This, the reason I'm playing this is because this was my first tabletop season ever, 1976. So I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to time travel, go back during to that time in my life. It'd be nice to get to start all over again. I'll tell you one change I would make in my life if I could start all over again is I do a lot more rolling, a whole lot more rolling. So Carlos May, 2 outs, 2 on. Pitch from Rick Jones, left-hander. That's a 44, and that's blank. Off of May, 1-3, and that's a ground ball. Second base, Doyle flips to the shortstop, and that finally retires the side, 4-6. Holy moly. Yanks pick up 9 runs on 9 hits, and after half an inning of play, they lead at 9-0. This is going to be an exciting game because I'm going to go off here. Who knows what I'm going to say? Jim Catfish Hunter against Rick Miller, 2-1. That's blank. Rick Miller, 6-1, and that's ground ball Randolph. And ground ball Randolph is an E. 1 away. Denny Doyle, 2-2. That's a blank. And a 1-6 is line base hit to right field. Doyle is on at first. Freddie Lynn next. 5-6 is a blank. Lynn, 66, and that's a question mark. Hey, we rolled a 7. And that's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line in the right field corner. And after it is, I believe, Gamble is out there. And rolls away from Gamble. Trying for third is Lynn. Here's a relay, and he is safe at third base. Triple, RBI triple for Fred Lynn. That's the third triple he's hit off of the Yankees. I don't know that he had that many triples. We're on third, 1 out. 9-1. Carl Yastrzemski. Jim Catfish Hunter, error on a grounder. Let's see. We don't know. 5-3, and that's a ground ball. Shortstop. Jim Mason there. And Mason boots it. Mason boots it, and it's going to be first and third. Wait a second. I screwed up somehow. Let's see. Let's undo because there should be a triple there. And I got a double, and he got thrown out for some reason. I hit the wrong number. So that's going to be a triple. Wait, let me get rid of that. There it is. So now it's going to be an error on the shortstop, Mason. First time error, run scores. 9-2. Oh, wait, I didn't put the error in there. Let's see. Let's go back. So it's going to be an error on the shortstop. Run scores. There we go. So Yastrzemski's on at first base. Will he steal? Oh, there's a 1. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Nope. Jim Rice, 9-2 ball game. 3-1. That's a star line something or other. Star line 2, and that's a fly ball center field. Mickey Rivers. He's there. He's there. Makes the catch. 2 down. Dwight Evans. 1-4 is a potential home run. We look at the question mark. He's a righty, 15. And now we're going to roll off Evans, a 16 or less, and that ball's a drive to left field. Back goes White to the track, to the wall. Gone. 9-3. Nope, 9-4. Yastrzemski was on first, so it's 9-4 now. It's a real barn burner here. And it's Rico Petrocelli, 6'1", K. The K15 is not going to do it. Roll off Petrocelli, and that's a ground ball. Shortstop, Mason, easy hop, and throws him out and retires the side. But not before the Red Sox pick up 4 runs, and after 1 inning of play, we've scored 13 runs. Inside pitch baseball, one of my top 3 games to play. I've got a lot of other stuff, but I won't touch it. Now that I've been exposed to a game like this, the excitement, the intensity, the drama, all in a die roll. Greg Nettles. Greg Nettles hit his 6th home run of the year in the first inning. Here's the pitch from Rick Jones, and that's a 6-3. That's a potential strikeout, but a 20 won't be. We roll off Nettles a 3-5, and that's going to be a star line 2, which is a fly ball deep center field. On the run is Lynn and catches up to it. Great catch by Fred Lynn. Osagama. 6-2 is a walk of 13 against a lefty. A 13 minus 3 puts us to a 12. We're rolling again on Gamble's card. A 4-6. It's a fly ball right field towards the line. And right there is Dwight Evans makes the catch. 2 up, 2 out. That's Willie Randolph. 1-6. That's a blank. Randolph walked in the first inning. 1-6, and that's a line drive. And racing in is Lynn, and he gets there, and that retires the side. Oh, Jesus. All right, did I do it right or what? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I did do it right. All right, that works. That works. All right, Rick Burleson, Jim Catfish Hunter, 5-1. He's a righty, so it's a potential K. Strike 3, Catfish. Blows a fastball by Rick Burleson. Bob Montgomery, the catcher, filling in for Carlton Fisk. 4-2, that's a potential K at 12. And that's strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Jim Catfish Hunter. So 2-3 is a blank. We're looking at Rick Miller batting from the left side, 2-2. And that's a comebacker to Hunter. Feels his position, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Catfish. So at top of the third, Jones. Jones can go 13 batters. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 6. 4-4. That's a blank. We're looking at Jim Mason now, 4-1, and that's popped up. That's the third. Oh, wait. What did I do? That is the third baseman who makes the catch. Rico Petrocelli. Mickey Rivers. It's a 3-5. That's going to be a potential walk of 7 against a lefty. Nope. We're rolling off Rivers' card, a 1-4, and that's line left field, and right there is Rick Miller makes the catch. 2 down. And next is Roy White. Whoa, that's foul back, a souvenir for a lucky fan. Roy White's 2 for 2, a single and a double. It's a 6-4. That's a potential strikeout in a 9 versus a lefty is not going to be. So we're rolling off White's card, a 5-4, and that is a ground ball, second base, Doyle. Easy hop. And throws him out. Go to the bottom of the third. Hunter against Denny Doyle, 5-2, and that's a range play ballpark. Range play ballpark, that's always exciting, a 1-5, and that's going to be a single to left field. We roll the 4 range. I believe that White is going to catch up to it, and he does. Great play by Roy White. Read it perfectly off the bat, and that's 1 out. Jim Catfish Hunter to Fred Lynn. It's a 5-3. That's a potential walk, and that's ball 4. 3-2, and that's high. So Fred Lynn is on with a 1-out walk. Carl Yastrzemski, better known as Yaz. That's ballpark. And a 4-5 in ballpark is going to be a question. Oh, no, it's going to be a home run, a possible home run. And against a righty, that's a deep drive, center field. And back goes Rivers to the track, to the wall. That's gone. 9-6, Boston. Holy moly. What's going on here, folks? 9-6, Boston, the bottom of the third, and it's Jim Rice. Jim Catfish Hunter's ERA is ballooned big time here. I mean, he was pitching at a 0.40 clip, and it's already at 250 almost. All right, Jim Catfish Hunter versus Jim Rice. It's a 5-4, and that's a potential strikeout. We rolled a 9, and that's strike 3. Catfish. Curveball gets Rice 2 outs. That's a 2-5. That's a potential error. Potential error. We're going to roll a 4-6, and that's a ground ball infield play. And let's see if it's gonna be an error or not. We rolled a 9, and I believe it is an error. I believe he is a 9, and that is an error. So basically, he's going to get a single, and he's going to make it to second base on an error. So it's a single and second on error, and that's a second error for the shortstop, Jim Mason. And I'm sure that Billy Martin is going to have a few things to say to Jim Mason at the bar after the game. Rico Petrocelli, 1 on, 2 out, 9-6 Yankees. Rico Petrocelli, oh, that's foul back. That's a 4-5, and that's a potential. Oh, that's strikeout potential, and no, it won't be. We're rolling off Petrocelli card. A 6-5 is a fly ball left field. White towards the line, hooking, and nice catch by Roy White. And that retires the side, but the Red Sox pick up 2 more. It's a 9-6 ball game. So the Red Sox climb back within 3. So top 3 games, IP, Pop, and History Maker, Deep Drive, Appa, and Strat. No, I play games, and sometimes they're not in my top 3. Okay? Yeah, so, but IP is definitely in my top 3. But I play other games that you mentioned, I play, and they're not in my top 3. But I have other reasons I play them. Nostalgia and fondness for the time in my life and those sorts of things, those romantic type things. Anyway, all right, so let's go here. Thurman Munson, Rick Jones. That's a 3-2. That's a blank, so we're looking at Munson's card. 44, that's a fly ball. High fly, left field. Out there is Rick Manning. He sells under it. Makes the catch, 1 away. Chris Chambliss, a 6-2, and that's a potential walk. We rolled an 18, so we're rolling off of Chris Chambliss' card, a 2-6, and that's going to be a deep drive in the gap, and after it is Rick Miller and makes the catch. Nice catch by Rick Miller. I thought that was going to drop in for a double, but Miller makes the catch and left. So Chambliss goes the other way, hit it hard, but Rick Miller chased it down, and Carlos May with 2 out. 5-5, that's a blank. And a 1-5 is a line caught by the first baseman. And that's Yaz is playing first base. I remember him as a left fielder. So that's going to be an 0-3 is a Y. And that retires the side. We're at the bottom of the 4th, 9-6 Red Sox. Rick Burleson, Jim Catfish Hunter is going to get pulled. We're done with Catfish Hunter. And we're going to bring in, let's see who we got here. Who pitches. Yeah, I'm looking for Tidrow. Oh, Pagan can pitch too. I'm bringing Dave Pagan. I believe Dave, let me double check, make sure he hasn't been traded, but I think he's still with the team. Catfish Hunter goes the complete game in this one. Let me look at the next game. Figueroa goes complete game in the next game. Holy moly. Love these old seasons, guys. Come on. Then, Tippy Martinez, Pagan is still in town, so Pagan's playing. He's pitching. Pagan. Dave Pagan, let me tell you a little bit about him. 2-5 with a 4.73 ERA and 70 innings pitched. Here's a pitch to Rick Burleson. That's a 5-6, and that's a potential strikeout. 17 isn't going to strike out anybody. Too high a roll. So 1-6, and that's a ground ball. Shortstop Mason throws on the run, and gets Burleson by half a step. Great play by Jim Mason. Bob Montgomery with one out. Bottom of the fourth. 9-6 Yankees. 3-2 blank off Pagan. It's a 4-1, and that's going to be a comebacker. Pagan feels his position and makes the play. 2 down. Rick Miller. Miller's 0 for 2. That's a 5-4 against a lefty. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. Now, Rick Miller has good speed. A 7 is not going to do it. Pagan is a -1, so he doesn't get the lead. Now it's Denny Doyle, 5-4. And Denny Doyle's a lefty, and that's going to be a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. First and third. Hustling over the third is Rick Miller. No doubt about that. That S1 is a 2, I believe, and Burleson's got to be at least a 3. Yeah, S1 is, actually S1, but there's 2 outs. So that's going to be a 4. So he goes over to third base. So it's first and third now with 2 outs. And it's Fred Lynn. So if a home run here ties the ball game at 9. Yeah, you heard me right. A home run here ties the ball game at 9. The dice are filled with cork. All right, here goes. Fred Lynn. Dave Pagan. It's a 6-2. That's ballpark. Oh, my God. And Lynn against a righty is a 10 for home runs. Didn't hit many home runs. Only hit 10 home runs in the whole season. Oh, boy. Here goes. Fenway Park. 4-4, and that's going to be a home run opposite field, which is going to be Fred Lynn's left field. So back goes White to the track, to the wall, and that ball's gone. 3-run home run. The game is tied at 9. Roy White left for that, but just didn't have the hops to get there. And Fred Lynn ties up the game after the Yankees led 9-0. After half an inning in this ball game, the game now here in the bottom of the fourth is tied at 9 apiece on Fred Lynn's 3-run home run with 2 outs and 2 on. Carl Yastrzemski. Pagan is not happy with himself. Can't get out of this inning. 3-4 range play. That's always exciting. You never know what that. You got to roll this one as well. And that's going to be a 3-4, and that's going to be a ground ball second base. And diving is Randolph up quickly, fires to first, and gets his man. So Willie Randolph makes a nice play. And that retires his side, but not before. The Red Sox tie the ball game up on a Fred Lynn 3-run home run. 4 in the first, 2 in the bottom of the third, and then 3 in the bottom of the fourth, and it's 9-9. Greg Nettles leading it off against Rick Jones. Let's see. Rick Jones can go 13. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He can go one more. Wow. 2-5. That is a potential home run. Against a lefty, it's 1-8. We roll an 18, so it won't be. We're rolling off Nettles. That's a 2-2, and that's a ground ball. Yastrzemski's there. And where's that? That's an M. 1 away. Gamble. 6-1 range play. Oh, wait. Okay. It's all right. We'll let him go one more. 1-2. And range play second base. And that's a 2. So that's going to be Doyle gets there and throws him out. 2 down. And it's going to be, who's up now? Willie Randolph. Who else can we bring in here? Who do we say? Willoughby, I think we said. Willoughby was going to come in. Let's see. Back one. Wow, this is crazy. Crazy game. Yep, Willoughby's going to come in. He can go 8 batters. Willoughby versus Randolph with 2 outs. All right, here goes. Randolph is 0 for 1 today. That's a 2-6 against a righty, a potential strikeout of 7. Won't do it. And a 2-4, and that's line base hit right field. So Randolph goes the other way with that outside pitch, and he's on with a single. Randolph's always a threat to steal, but 11's not going to do it. Next is Jim Mason. It's a 6-3 against a lefty. That's a star line 6, which is a fly ball, shallow center. Running in is Lynn, and he makes the catch, and that retires the side. Go to bottom of the 5th, 9-9. And it's Rice, Jim Rice. That's a Pagan 5-6, and that's going to be a potential K, and 18 is not going to be against a righty. It's a 14, but no. We're rolling off Jim Rice, and that's a ground ball to third. Nettles, tough hop, fires to first, and gets his man. And that is Dwight Evans. 1-5 is wild, so that's a foul ball or whatever you want to call it. Ball 1, 4-2, and that's a blank, so we're rolling off Evans. And a 5-5. Ground ball shortstop, Mason. Easy hop. Throws him out. 2 down. Rico Petrocelli. It's a 5-6. That's a potential strikeout. It won't be, so we're rolling off Petrocelli's card. A 1-3, and that's a ball lifted to center. Over is Rivers. Under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the 6th. Top of the 6th, Nick the Quick. Snake Eyes is a potential walk and a 3. It's a -3 on walks, so that's a 0. We're rolling off Nick the Quick, 3-5, and that's a star line. Star line 2, ground ball third base. Petrocelli better hurry, and he's out at first. Oh, Nick the Quick turned on the Jets on that slow hopper to third base. 1 away. Roy White's 2 for 3. It's a 4-5, and that's a blank. And a Snake Eyes ground ball, second base. Doyle, 2 down. Thurman Munson. Munson's 2 for 3, single and a homer. 2-4, and that's a blank. So we're rolling off Munson. A 1-5, and that's line base hit center field. Thurman Munson with his 3rd hit of the game. Munson is going to try to get a lead. He does not. Now it's Chris Chambliss. Oh, that's foul back. That's a 3-3, and that's a potential throwing error. And a 6-4 is line base hit left field. Munson's going to hold. First and second for Carlos May. Willoughby now. Willoughby's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Willoughby's gone 6. He can go 8. Carlos May, 2-2. Strikeout 5. Strike 3. And that retires the side. Yanks had 2 on and 2 out. And High Cheese gets Carlos May. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Pagan is still in there. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he can go 8. So Pagan is out. Pagan is out. We're going to get Tippy Martinez. Tippy Martinez is coming in before we read anything. All right, we roll a 4-5 off Tippy Martinez, and that's going to be a walk plus. A walk plus a 15 is 25. That's ball 4. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Burleson, and that's outside. So Burleson walks, and now it's Bob Montgomery. 3-6, and that's a walk plus. Holy smokes. And that's a 1. That's an automatic. Ball 4, back-to-back walks. Leading off the inning for Tippy Martinez. Rick Miller. Rick Miller is a 5 bunter, so he's going to bunt. And that's a good bunt. And I don't know who's that to. That's to somebody. Third base, Nettles. 1 play over to first. And that's a sacrifice hit. Both runners advance, and that's going to be an assist. Third base. I'm writing this in as we speak. And the put out is on the second baseman. So second and third, 9-9, the score. Yankees led at one time, 9-0. Infield is in for the Yankees. Doyle. That's 4-4, and that's going to be a potential strikeout. A 10 is not a strikeout. We needed that strikeout right there. That would have been huge. Off of Denny Doyle's card, a 5-3, and that's ground ball and through into right field, base hit. And that's going to score 1 for sure. Bob Montgomery is going to hold off with nobody out. Oh, wait, there's a 1 out. So let's try to score Bob Montgomery. Why not? Let's have some fun. He's a 1. He's a 1, and that was a 5-3 is a S4. S4 is a 2 or better. He's a 1. So he's going to hold off. The infield is still in for the Yanks. 10-9, Boston now. Boston is taking the lead. And it's Fred Lynn. 6-3 is a K, and a 4 is strike 3. Lynn strikes out. Big K. For Tippy Martinez, 2 out. Carl Yastrzemski. Snake Eyes is a walk. An 8 against a lefty is ball 4. That loads the bases. Now Jim Rice. And right now, holy smokes. This Tippy Martinez is killing us. It's just the luck of the draw because the guy had a 2.33 ERA. Jim Rice. 1-3 is a strikeout. A 6. Curveball got him, and that retires his side. So he comes back big after walking a couple of guys, and we go to top of the 7th. But the Red Sox lead at 10-9. Greg Nettles leading it off against Jim Willoughby. Willoughby's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is his 8th batter, and he can go 8 batters. So that's a 3-4, and that's going to be a potential strikeout of 6. Strike 3, so he fans Nettles for the first out. Oscar Gamble next. It's going to be fatigue 5, 6, and that's a potential error. 3-3, potential error on the star line. 5 is potential error on the shortstop, and it's going to be an error on Burleson for sure. Because we're looking at a 2 there. It's going to be an E6. So ground ball to Burleson, he boots it. And that allows Oscar Gamble to make it to first base. And I didn't put in the guy who made the error, so let me do that real quick again. Let me replay that. Error, first on error, shortstop. All right. So Oscar Gamble's on at first. And let's see if he can try to steal. He does. On a 2, he'll steal. Oh, and we roll a 4. Well, he'll try to steal. Willie Randolph. That's a 2-6, and that's a potential strikeout of 14. Won't do it, so we're rolling off Randolph's card. A 5-4, and that's a fly ball. Right field, hooking, and there is Evans. Nice catch by Dwight Evans. 2 out, and it's Jim Mason. Jim Mason, not much of a hitter. That's a potential strikeout and a K. It is. Strike 3, and that retires the side. So we go to bottom of the 7th now. Tippy Martinez can go how many? Go 7. And he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're bringing in Dick Tidrow. Dick Tidrow is the 1, 2, 3, 4th Yankee pitcher of the game. Dick Tidrow can go about 8. Go 7. So hopefully get us out of 2 innings. Dick Tidrow against Dwight Evans, new pitcher. These older replays are super easy to play, especially if you learn a new game like I am. Philip Reynolds in the house, an Al Red Sox fan. Welcome, sir. Our Red Sox fan is always such a great guy, always so positive and kind. Thank you, Al. Dwight Evans against Dick Tidrow. 2-6, and that's a blank, so we're rolling off Evans' card. A 2-3, and that's a fly ball left field. Back a couple of steps is White. Settles under it and puts it away. 1 out. Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli's 0 for 3. That's a 3-1. That's wild, so we're rolling off the pitcher's card again. That's fouled back. Let's do that again. And it's a 3-2, and that's blank, so we're rolling off Petrocelli. 3-2, and that's line center field, and racing in is Rivers, and he gets there. Nice play by Mick the Quick. Rick Burleson. 2-6, blank. And it's a 3-6, and that's lifted high center field. Back goes the shortstop, and in comes Mickey Rivers. Mickey Rivers calls him off, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go top of the 8th. 10-9, Boston. Yankees were up 9-0 in the first inning. And for Boston, it was 4 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth. And they're now leading 10-9. Mickey Rivers, leadoff batter, is 1 for 4. Batting .306. He's got 9 doubles, 4 triples, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs in basically 1/4 of the season. He's got about 100, and the Yankee record is, exactly either 26-14. So this is their 41st game. So I've replayed 1/4 of the season, and man, I've had a blast. Mickey Rivers, Jim Willoughby. Wait a second. Did I miss bringing in Willoughby? Hold on a second. I had one there. I don't think I brought anybody else. Okay, Willoughby's still in there. Willoughby can only go 8. And Willoughby has gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought I brought somebody in. I thought I brought somebody else in, but there's been so much action in this game. All right, so let's bring somebody in right here, right now. And let's see who they used in these games. Rick Jones pitched. All right, Tom House will be my next guy who's coming in. Oh, now I remember why I didn't bring House in. Okay, I remember what I did. I didn't bring in House because the lefties are coming up now. So I said, let me hold off on House. You can only go 5 batters. And then it'll be somebody else I'm going to bring in. So Tom House is coming in. New pitcher on the mound, Tom House. And House was 1-3 with a 4.33 ERA and 4 saves. Oh, that was a 1-5. 1-5 is a potential strikeout. A 7 is no strikeout. We're rolling off Rivers and pulls it foul. Here's the pitch off Rivers, 2-3, and that's ground ball right side through, base hit. Mickey Rivers, the potential tying run here in the top of the 8th, makes it to first. And Rivers always has a good chance to steal that base. House is a -1. Oh, we just missed it by 2. Because a -1 brings the attempt to 6. We rolled an 8. So Mickey Rivers is going to have to kind of hang tight there by first base. Roy White. It's a 1-5, and that's going to be a potential strikeout. And 11 is not, against a lefty. Nope, it's not a strikeout. Roy White's card, 4-2, and that's popped up. And that's the right side. Right there's Yastrzemski. Next is Thurman Munson. Here's the pitch to Munson, a 6-1. That's wild. A wild 11, and that's a wild pitch. And in scoring position is Mickey Rivers. So that wild pitch is exactly what the doctor ordered. Now, I've had this issue before where I have not made the right move. Thurman Munson's batting .356. Chris Chambliss, on the other hand, is batting .226. So we're going to walk the 76 MVP intentionally. And we're going to pitch to Chris Chambliss. So that's a generic walk, and then I'm going to have to toggle that. And I toggled the wrong one. There he goes. I toggled it. And now with 1 out, runners on first and second, the Yanks are trailing 10-9. It's the top of the 8th. On the mound is Tom House. He walks the right-hander to face the left-hander. And Chris Chambliss does have some negative results against left-handers. Well, actually, let me see. You know what? Against a lefty's a strikeout. Against a lefty's a strikeout. So there you go. Against a lefty's a walk. Against a righty would be a home run. So on House's card, but Chris Chambliss has actually, against a lefty, he flies out here instead of doubling. But he singles here instead of grounding out. So we want to get to Chambliss's card if possible. Tom House, first and second, 1 out, 9-8 Boston, top of the 8th. Here's a pitch from House to Chris Chambliss. Chambliss is 2 for 3 today. He's walked and singled twice, scored a run. That's a 26, and that's a strikeout on a 6 against a lefty, and that's strike 3. Oh my goodness, Chris Chambliss. Chris Chambliss strikes out. And now it's up to Carlos May, another lefty. And you know what? We're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Carlos May is the DH. We're going to bring in a righty here. It's going to be Lou Piniella. Sweet Lou Piniella's coming in there to pinch hit. And then he'll stay in at, I got to check something out real quick because let's check the box score, see how many mistakes I made. Oh, no mistakes yet. Holy smokes. All right. So Lou Piniella comes into pinch hit for Carlos May against the lefty Tom House. Here's the pitch. There's 2 outs, 2 on. Yanks trail 10-9, top of the 8th. 3-6, and that's a range play. Exactly what the doctor ordered. That's beautiful. Let's see what this turns out. We got to roll the green die. We want a high number in that green die. It's a 4-6 range play. That's a question mark 8. We roll an 11, and that's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line into left field corner. Around to score is Rivers. Here comes Munson, and Piniella's in there with a 2-out, 2-run triple. Holy smokes, and the Yanks have regained the lead by a score of 11-10 here in the top of the 8th. And the crowd goes quiet. You can hear a pin drop here at Boston. And that's going to be Piniella's 6th triple of the season. I think he's got way too many opportunities for triples. Holy smokes. So that's an 11. We rolled a 4-6. Question mark 8. Oh, it's a lefty. Against a lefty is going to be a double. Excuse me. A double. And there was runners on first, and so we're going to have to check that out. Oh, but wait. There was a range play as well going on here. We had a range play as well. We can't forget that. So this may end up not even being anything. So let's see what happens. So a lot of stuff goes on in this game, so you got to be aware. It's very smooth transition. So let's see. The center fielder is Lynn. Now Lynn is Lynn is a 3. So Lynn is a 3, so he doesn't get the ball. He doesn't catch the ball. It goes in for a double because it's a lefty. So 11 is a double. So we take back that triple. We make it a double. But this is going to change the situation because we're going to have a potential throw to the plate for Munson, who's a 4. There's 2 outs. He's a 5. Lynn is a 0, so we don't lose anything there. But a double to center field is a +1. So that's a +1. A double to center field is a +1. And what did we have? We had 4, 5, 6. So we're going to roll on the throw chart. And we got a 1 there, and then a 5. So lead runner advances. That's automatic. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR, which is Munson, the trailing runners advance. Oh, the trailing runners. The roll is less than or equal to the trailing runners, to both of them. Okay. So it's not going to be He's a 1. He's going to be a 4. So Pinella is not going to advance. If the roll is higher than the trailing runners, they hold. Okay, yeah. So 1 run scores on the double. So let's get that going here. 2-run score on the double. Rivers scores. Munson behind them, and Pinella with a 2-run pinch hit double gives the Yanks a 11-10 lead in the top of the 8th. And Sparky Lyle is up in the bullpen. Wow, this is the game of 2020 for me, for sure. This is the game of 2020 for me. Lou had 6 triples and only 350 at bats that year. Not bad. No triples in the matrix, right? Just in the L or right. Well, I may have played the L or right wrong. I mean, I just did. But I called myself because I'm a little bit more versed and I double check stuff. But at first, I was just, So let me see. No triples in the matrix. Let me see. He does have a triple in the matrix. He has a triple at 4-2 against righties, which I think is crazy because he's hit a couple of triples off there. So he does have a triple, but it's a split triple versus righties. And that's all the triples that he has here. But then, of course, he's got it in the top in that section. He's got triples against lefties, 12-16, and triples against righties, 18-13. So that seems like a lot of triples to me. But he's got only 5 so far, and he's played in I don't know how many RBIs. He's got 125 at bats, so he still has about another 175 at bats. But the exciting part about it is that the Yanks are up 11-10. Greg Nettles. Now we're going to pull Tom House 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's faced 5 batters, and you know what? We're not going to pull him. We're going to leave him in there. Here's the pitch to Nettles. Lefty versus lefty, 4-2. And that's a double star, so that's going to be star line something, and that's a ground ball second base, and that retires the side. Now, I don't know what the rule is for allowing runs, how many runs you can allow before you go automatically fatigued when you're a relief pitcher. So I had a pinch hitter come in, and they were going to change that. We're going to go back to the Yankees on the RLM and go to Pinella and make him the DH. How do I do that? That's one thing I don't know how to do. He pinch hit. Now, if I make him a DH, don't know how to do that. Pinella, let's see if I do that. I think I've done it once before. Okay. Now insert the player. I don't want to insert the player. I want to add a position, not insert the player. Huh. All right, so Lou Pinella. Let's see. Lineup. Modify, replace player in lineup. Insert new batter. Insert new pitcher. Change defense. Lineup. Modify, replace. Insert. Edit player. Current cell. Comment. Edit pitching list. Recalculate cells. Modify player in lineup. Let's see. Now, I've done this before, and I can't remember how to do it. How to turn a pinch hitter into a. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on a second. And if you this one thing about a ball score, you mess one thing up, you totally screw yourself, and you can mess up the whole game and all the stats. By accident, I deleted a player one time, and I had to dump the whole season because for the rest of the season, he wouldn't be included in the roster. So I mean, this is this is pretty clunky. You got to be really careful. Now, let me go to the top here and go to Pinella. And do I want to insert Pinella? No. I want to create add player, selected player. No. Pinella. What am I doing? Insert player? I want to insert player. Anyway, I'm going to leave it as pinch hitter, DH. He's in the DH slot. It's no big deal. It's not going to affect the game at all. Bottom of the 8th, it's Bob Montgomery leading it off. Here comes Sparky Lyle. This is the guy you want in this situation for the Yankees. New pitcher Lyle is coming in. So let's find Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle is the go-to guy for the Yankees. The score is 11-10 Yankees, bottom of the 8th. So we're going to get Lyle to go with a 6-out save. Let's see if he can pull it off. Here goes. That's 1-3, and that's going to be a potential strikeout. 11 is a strikeout. Bob Montgomery down on strikes, 1 away. Rick Miller. That's a 6-3. That's another strikeout, and a 9 is an 8, so it won't be a strikeout. We're rolling on Rick Miller's card, a 4-3, and that's line caught by the shortstop. Nice catch by Jim Mason. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th, and it's Denny Doyle. That's a 66. That's a potential walk. A 20 won't be. And it's a 5-4, and that's ground ball. Chambliss takes it himself, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Sparky Lyle. Greg Nettles. Now the cool thing in my other replay, my 69 replay, I'm doing. I'm using Replay Baseball computer game, and that's simming all the teams. So I have all the stats, and I have all the records, the won-loss records, and the whole thing. I wish I had started this replay that way. I'm doing it with the iScore, but that doesn't sim anything for you. So for $25 from now on, I can sim any season. Just buy the season from Replay, and then I input, and that's the way I'm going to do all my replays from now on. So I want to get through these replays. All right, so it's going to be Oscar Gamble leading it off. Oscar Gamble leading it off. Tom House, 43 innings pitched. We're going to pull Tom House and see who else they used during this part of the season. Willoughby, Rick Jones. We used Willoughby and Rick Jones. Let's go to the next game. I think there's a bunch of next game they use Reggie Cleveland. Perfect. He can go a bunch of innings. Those are basically the guys that they're using right now. These teams didn't have a lot of relief pitchers during this era. Oh, yeah, I use iScore all the time. I imagine you know that. I'm using iScore for like 2 other replays. iScore is very, very smooth, but that's the problem with iScore is it doesn't keep track of, it doesn't sim all the teams for you. And that really is the gateway to go because there's an added excitement. Like, for example, in my 69 replay, I'm chasing the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates are a couple of games ahead of me. Mets are in second place, so I'm chasing the Pittsburgh Pirates. And, when I autoplay the games, I'm watching the Pirate game to make sure, hoping they lose. And, I'm trying to get the Mets to win because of that. So there's an added, sense of excitement, because you have all that extra information. And then when I face teams, I can see how they're doing compared to my guys and so on and so forth because all the stats are there, the home runs are there, the won-loss records are there, and on and on and on. So it brings you an added dimension. That's the way I'm going to go with all my replays. Replay Baseball has now you can download it for free and test it out. Very easy to play. You got to give it some time. It's not going to happen overnight. And I have a couple of C&D seasons from Replay Baseball as well. I like that their system. It's not unlike this system. This system is a little bit more intense. I usually quick play baseball, but I wouldn't have stats. Yeah, you got to have the stats. That's what happened to me. I was missing that aspect of the whole game. I didn't have the stats and I didn't have the records. So it's just like you're one team in oblivion, which was fun when I didn't know about all these other things I could do. But now that I do, I'm like, holy crap. I feel like dumping all my replays and starting from scratch. But, I got a lot of time devoted to them, so I don't want to do that. I do want the stats, and I do want the experience playing the game because my next replay is going to be even better. So I don't mind doing the same year 2 or 3 times. If it's a good year, like 69, I could do a bunch of times. 76, I could do a bunch of times. 85, I could do a bunch of times. 86, 88. So there's certain seasons. 2015, I can replay forever. Mets season. So that would be great because Cologne is one of my favorite players. All right, Chris Chambliss. Reggie Cleveland is in. Let's get him in there. New pitcher, Reggie Cleveland. Oh, wait. I put him in the wrong spot. What did I just do? Damn it. Let's undo that. Set defense. Out. Set pitcher. Damn it. Out. Now, let's try that again. All right. There we go. New pitcher. Reggie Cleveland. All right. All right, it's 11-10 Yankees. We're in the top of the ninth inning. Is Reggie Cleveland going to face Oscar Gamble, Willie Randolph, and Jim Mason? Yanks got off to a 9-0 lead, and Boston scored 4 in the bottom of the first, 2 in the bottom of the third, 3 in the bottom of the fourth to tie it up, and then 1 in the bottom of the sixth to take a 10-9 lead. But it was a pinch hit 2-run double with 2 outs by Lou Piniella in the top of the 8th inning that gave the Yanks an 11-10 lead. So far, Lou Piniella's been the hero of this game. Yanks have 14 hits and committed 2 errors, while the Red Sox have 9 hits and committed 1 error. Oscar Gamble on the day is 1 for 4. Gamble's batting 182, so in 77 at-bats, he's been struggling. Has no doubles, no triples, and 1 home run. Here goes, 4-1. That's going to be a blank, so we're rolling off Gamble. That's a 1-3, and that's a ground ball. Second base, Doyle throws him out. Willie Randolph. Randolph is 1 for 3. That's a 4-2. That's a ballpark. And a 2-3 is going to be a potential home run center field. And against a righty, that's a 10, and it's a fly ball caught at the warning track. A lot of home runs hit at Fenway Park. That's what I'm noticing. So the park has a lot to do with what goes on in your game. So I'm thinking of getting 2019 just for the blast of it, because you know you're going to get some crazy parks, some home runs in parks where every fly ball in the ballpark is going to be a potential home run. That's going to be exciting as heck. So I got to get 2019. But one other reason that I was talking to Benny Blades. I was talking to him, and I was saying I got to get inside pitch the 2019 season, although I'm not going to really play it. And I hate to get it because I know I'm not going to play it. I don't like the modern. I'm already doing a modern replay, and that's painful as it is. But it only cost me $12. So I'm like, heck, let me try out the system for $12. But I really like inside pitch, and I love to get it just to support the team, support the company. Hey, they're trying to do something. They went outside the box, right, and created a really cool interactive game that's amazing. And the least I could do is support them. Jim Mason is 0 for 4. His batting average is pretty much where it should be. He batted 180. He's batting 197. He's going to make it out here. Reggie Cleveland, the pitch. 4-5. That's a potential strikeout. And it's not, so it's going to be off of Mason's card. A 1-4, and that's a ground ball, second base. Doyle throws and gets him, and that retires the side. Knew he was going to make out. He's 0 for 5 on the day. Jim Mason couldn't hit the side of a barn with a handheld missile launcher. Fred Lynn against Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle is going for a 6-out save. He can go 7. So that's a 3-3, and that's a potential strikeout. But a 19 is not going to be a strikeout. We roll off Lynn, Snake Eyes, and that's a question mark 9, but we roll a 15, and that's going to be a triple. He pulls one down the line, and that's going to be in the corner. After it is Gamble. Gamble retrieves it. Lynn is going for 3, and he is safe. That's the 4th triple that Fred Lynn has hit in the 4 games that I've played against Boston. So I don't know what's going on, but I will double check that. Snake Eyes is question mark 9. Question mark 9 takes us to triple 14-19 against a left-handed pitcher. So it's a triple. Holy smokes. All right. Carl Yastrzemski. So now this is nuts because this puts the tying run at third base with nobody out. Fred Lynn at third base with nobody out. Yanks are going to have to bring the infield in. Fred Lynn is a 3, so he's holding with nobody out. He's going to go with 1 out. Carl Yastrzemski against Sparky Lyle. 6-4, that's a blank, so we're rolling off Carl Yastrzemski. That's a 1-3, and that's lined and caught by the first baseman Chambliss. Now this could be a double play. So runner on third, but not if the first baseman gets a line drive. Okay, that's realistic. I like that. Makes sense. Makes sense. So Carl Yastrzemski hit it on the screws, but right at Chambliss. And it's Jim Rice. Jim Rice, a right-handed batter. Jim Rice on the day is 0 for 4. All right, so here's Sparky Lyle looks in for the sign. The Yankee infield is on the grass. It's 11-10 Yankees, bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Fred Lynn is at third base. He's the tying run. We want to avoid letting this game get tied. See what happens. A 2-4, and that's going to be a potential walk. That's okay. A 12 against a lefty. No, it won't be a walk. We're rolling off Rice. We need a strikeout here. A 66 and a question mark 9. Oh, no. And that's going to be a 7, and that ball is one hop off the wall. The game is tied, and Jim Rice into second base with a 1-out double, and the game is tied at 11. Wow, Sparky let us down big time. Sparky Lyle rolled a 66, a home run in APA. And that's a 7 against a left-handed pitcher, and that's a double. Wow. It would have been a walk-off had I rolled a 16-20. All right, Dwight Evans. And we're going to walk Dwight Evans in this situation. Pitch to Rico Petrocelli. Let's see, walk. And then we're going to have to toggle it. All right, there it is. Okay, so this goes, if the Red Sox don't score here, there's only 1 out. First and second, Rico Petrocelli. That's a 2-6. 2-6 is Ballpark Fenway. 5-3. Single center field. Holy smokes. Jim Rice. This could be it. The Yanks could lose this game. Jim Rice is a 3. Single center field. Second to home is a +2. Mickey Rivers is nothing there. So that's a 5. A 5 to win the game. So we're going to roll off the throw chart. And it's going to be a 6. Check the throw chart. It says lead runner is thrown out at the plate. If trailing runner's BR is equal to, and what do we have? Hold on, because I got a lot of stuff going on here. Because this ball, first of all, no. All right, I got a lot of stuff going on. Hold on. So that's a 5. Lead runner's thrown out. We know he's out at the plate. If trailing runner BR is greater or equal to the roll, then he advances on the throw. So the trailing runner was Dwight Evans. And Dwight Evans is a 4. There's only 1 out, so he's a 4. So if trailing runner's BR is greater, no, it's not greater or equal to the roll, it's not, then he advances on the throw. All right. So that means that, wow, okay. So first and second, Rice, he advances to second automatically on the throw. And we're going to throw out trailing runner is greater, not equal to. So the next one is Rico Petrocelli. Both of them are going to hold it first and second on the throw to the plate. So let's see. It's going to be single. Now I got to figure out how to score all this. Holy smokes. Okay. Single batter out, trying to stretch. Huh. Okay, I got it. It's going to be a single. Runner out at home. And advances to third. Oh, no, wait a second. It does not advance to third because the runner holds. He only moves up one base. All right. So it's going to be a center field assist, Mickey Rivers. I believe it was to center field. But at this point, now, so he's not going to be able to go, he's not going to be able to advance because it's an S. Let's see, the result was an S. I'll tell you what the result was. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong card. The result was let's see, Rico Petrocelli, Dwight Evans. Rico Petrocelli was out. I don't have the result. I don't know why. I missed. I'm wondering if I had the. Where did I get that result? I thought it was a single plus. Oh, it was off the ballpark card, wasn't it? It was a single plus 8. Yeah, it was a single plus 8, which is he tries for second base. So I don't know if he automatically goes to third. You know what? I think he automatically goes to third on that play. So let's put him at third base. Hold on. Let's throw out the runner, assist center field, put out catcher. All right, so let's put him at third base. Dwight Evans is going to go to third. He goes to third here. And then we're going to try for second with Rico Petrocelli. And Petrocelli's a 1. Plus, it's a +2 for that single to center field. And there's 2 outs now. So I'm going to give him credit for that. So it's a +3, so he's a 4. So a 5, he stays at first. A 4, he goes to second. A 6, he's out. And he goes to second base. So he stretches a single into a double. So then I gotta actually go back. Oh my God. I gotta go back because I gotta rewrite that. It's a double. Let me see if I can fix it, turn a single into a double. Set current outs. Let me see. Insert pinch hitter. Batter reach safely. Sign error. Change runner. Wait a second. There's another one up here in edit. Edit player. No. Current cell. Let's see what it says. Okay. It's going to be a double. Let's see if I could change that. Let's see if I could make it into a double. No, I did not make it into a double. So let's let's go back there. Let's go back to that. It was edit cell. Okay, there it is. Let's see. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, I made it into a double. Okay. There you go. Second and third. 2 outs. And it's Rick Burleson. Sparky Lyle's still in there. Sparky Lyle's pitched to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to pull Sparky Lyle, but I don't know for who because I don't even know if I have another relief pitcher. Holy smokes. This is a crazy game. It's all tied at 11 in the bottom of the 9th. I'm trying to figure everything out. Let's see. So hopefully we get back on track and even my crowd died down here. Let's get that going again. And Yankees, this is not going to be easy because I don't have a roster. Replay Baseball keeps a roster for me, and I know exactly who's there. Tippy Martinez, Pagan, Tidro, they've all pitched. This has been a nutty game. Sparky Lyle, I'm going to have to go probably. We have a series with the A's after this series with I don't know who else I have on here. Holy cow. I got to have another relief pitcher. One more at least. Pagan starts a game against the A's. Oh boy. I don't think I've already moved forward like 7 games. What am I doing? I'm looking for a relief pitcher. Looking for a relief pitcher I could actually use. All they use is Sparky Lyle and Dick Tidrow game after game after game after game. But I had to pull Hunter in this game early. Had to pull Hunter early in this game. Tippy Martinez. I may go another inning with Lyle and just hope the game ends because I can't find anybody. Let's see, against Seattle. No, Tidrow and Lyle. I'm going to go one more game and then I'm just going to play it with Lyle, see what happens. Catfish Hunter goes a complete game. The thing that's killed me in this game or made it such a high-scoring affair is the ballpark card. Ballpark card is out of control. Holy shit, Fenway Park. The Green Monster. Yeah, I'm June 7th. I'm 17 games into the future, and I have not found any relief pitcher beyond what I've used today. Oh, Grant Jackson. Woohoo, I found another one. All right, let me see if Lyle can get out of this inning. All right, second and third, Rick Burleson. That's a 5-5. Oh, he's fatigued. That's a potential home run. Potential home run is a 16 versus a righty. It's not going to be. Oh, no, wait. Yep. So it's not going to be a home run. We're rolling off Burleson's card. He's 6'3", and it's a ground ball. Chambliss, and he makes the play, and that retires the side. But unfortunately for the Yankees, the Red Sox have tied the ball game. The Red Sox have tied the ball game at 11. On the leadoff triple by Lynn, his second triple of the game. He's got 2 triples and a home run in this game. And then a double by Jim Rice. Jim Rice was later thrown out at the plate. Wow. Top of the 10th, Mickey Rivers. Reggie Cleveland, the batter. That's going to be a 4-3. That's a range play. That's always good to see. 2-6 pop-up, first base. Got to roll on the range. A 4. First base is Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski's a 3, so that's going to drop in there. And this may drop in for a double. This may drop in for a double. We're looking at the range play here. Pop 3. First base. Oh, no. Wait a second. Pop-up. It's going to be an S3 on a pop-up to the first baseman. So that's a single for Rivers, and Rivers, always a threat to take an extra base. We roll a, did that count? What did I roll? It was, yeah, that counted. So that's a 2. So he gets the lead, and we're going to try to steal. Montgomery's a +1, so we're looking at an 18. Reggie Cleveland's a -1, so 17. 17 or less, and Rivers. And he is safe under the tag at second base. So that's exactly what the Yanks needed here. A single and a stolen base by Mickey Rivers. Now we are going to get a bunt by Roy White, and that's a 10. That's a successful bunt. And a 3 is to first baseman. Yastrzemski has 1 play, and Rivers is on at third base now. And that's going to be an assist, Yastrzemski, and a put out, Doyle. So the go-ahead run at third base with only 1 out, and you got Thurman Munson. We're going to walk Munson again. I mean, Munson's batting .356, and we're going to pitch to Chambliss. Hopefully, Chambliss will hit into a double play. We're going to walk Munson. The second time he's walked intentionally, and until Chambliss starts to hit, Munson. Going to toggle that intentional base on balls. And it's Chris Chambliss runners on first and second. Chris Chambliss, pitch from Reggie Cleveland. Score is 11-11 in the top of the 10th inning. All right, here goes. That's a 4-2. 4-2 is ballpark. Holy smokes. Wow. Fenway Park. And that's a 2-1. That's going to be a fly ball left field. This is a potential sacrifice fly here with Rivers, who's got the speed. So 1, and we don't get that. So now we're going to try to roll against Rivers' speed. And Rivers is a 4. Rivers is a 4. This is left field. So fly out. Runner on third, less than 2 out. So roll 1d6. If it's less than or equal to the hitter's sacrifice fly rate, we did that. Roll 1d6 on the throw chart with only base runner and arm of the outfielder. Rick Miller's in left field. And Rick Miller's a -1. So that becomes a 3 for Mickey Rivers. And we're going to roll. We're going to roll on the throw chart. See what happens. Throw chart is there. And that's a 4, and that's not going to do it. Otherwise, he holds. So Mickey Rivers is going to hold. Not deep enough to that fly ball to left field is just not deep enough to score Rivers. And there's 2 outs now. And it's Lou Piniella. He was up to the point that the Red Sox tied up the game. Lou Piniella was going to be the MVP of this game. A 2-out, 2-run double to give the Yankees the lead in the 8th inning. And Lou Piniella is up again with runners on first and second. Here goes. Reggie Cleveland to Lou Piniella. That's a 1-6, and that's a potential strikeout. A 9 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. So Cleveland fans Piniella, and we go to the bottom half of the 10th inning. Montgomery's leading it off against not Sparky Lyle anymore. Now we got Grant, who's not a very good pitcher. What happened to Grant? I don't know what I do with Grant. Let's see. Grant. Clutch Stanley. Let's see where Grant is. Let's see what I did with Grant. Let's see if Grant's over here, because Grant eventually goes to the Orioles. Grant Jackson. Let's see. Grant Jackson, okay. So I'm going to click on Grant Jackson and see exactly when he gets traded. Oh, no, he comes to New York, but I don't know if he's with New York yet. That's the thing. Let's take a look at his logs. 76. Pitching logs for 76, Grant Jackson. Pitching logs, 76. All right, this is, oh man, he's still with Baltimore. I knew it. Doesn't come to the Yankees yet. Holy smokes. All right, so let me keep Lyle in there. Let me keep Lyle in there for one more inning. All right, so it's going to be Sparky Lyle versus Montgomery. Let's go. That's 5-5, and that's a potential home run against a righty. Is 1-14, we roll a 10. Against a lefty is a 15. And here goes, 15 or less, and this ball game's over. And oh, it's a 16. Wait a second. Wait a sec, that can't be. That can't be. It was a home run. It's a right-handed batter. It's a left-handed pitcher. It's a 15. And we roll a 16. All right, so we're rolling off Montgomery's card. That's a 4-4. That's a ground ball, second base. Randolph up with it. Throws out Montgomery. Wow. All right, let's see. No ballpark adjustments, man. It's 0. 0 for home runs. No ballpark adjustments. Nope. Yeah, I'll show you the card. You haven't memorized this card? Let me get a little sip of. This is my coronavirus. Drinking my coronavirus. And I got another coronavirus over here, another little thing I'm doing. This is the longest game on planet Earth. What a heck of a game, though, but keeping track of everything is trouble because I never expected to use so many pitchers. And back in '76, they didn't have a lot of relief pitcher. I must have somebody in that roster information. The Replay Baseball keeps the roster information for you. And when you go into the bullpen, it shows you who's sitting there. And that's updated for every game. All right, 1 out. Bottom of the 10th, 11-11. Sparky Lyle's still in there. This is going to be Sparky Lyle's third inning. I don't know what I'm going to do after this. You know what? I can go backwards. That's what I can do. Let me go Yankees. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. And I'm going to get game 31, but I'm going to go, instead of going forward, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go to the previous box scores against Detroit. And that was Rudy May with a complete game. I may just grab a guy out of one of the starters who did some relieving. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, I haven't used 10 relievers. I've used 4. Tippy Martins. Now I'm going back a little further. Big Tidrow, Sparky Lyle. I mean, I'm serious, guys. They only use 3 relief pitchers the whole 40 games of the season. 1/4 of the season, they've used 4 relief pitchers. Actually, I think they traded Holtzman away, and they used him in relief 1 time. I've just gotten back 6 games. Still looking for a relief pitcher. And no matter how hard I try, I can't find a relief pitcher. I've gone back a week to May 23rd. Now it's May 22nd. Catfish Hunter goes a complete game. Man, I should have pushed Hunter for a couple more innings. I bet you could have gotten back on track. Pagan, I used Pagan. Jesus. Pagan, Tidrow, and Martinez. The last time we played the Red Sox, that's how far I've gone back. I just need one more pitcher, and I can get out of this game. I know it. Catfish Hunter, Sparky Lyle. Wow. May 16th. 2 weeks. Ken Brett. But I think Ken Brett's been traded. let me look. I think Ken Brett's been traded, my friend. I think he actually pitched against the Yankees already. He was traded 2 weeks ago. Oh, Christ. Let's see. Pitching logs, 76. It's fun to learn about all the players, though. Let's see. Kenny Brett, 76 pitching log. Oh, yeah. May 2nd. We're on May 31st. So he's been, player went to New York Yankees to Chicago White Sox. From New York Yankees. Yeah, and he's already with Chicago. All right. So I don't know what to do. Sparky Lyle's still in there. Against Rick Miller. Snake Eyes. That's against the lefty. That's blank. So we're rolling off Miller's card. 6-4, and that's going to be line base hit center field. That's the best possible thing that could happen. Let's see. He's a 5. I don't know what I had there. I didn't look. That's a 5. Lyle is a -1, so it makes it a 4. So he doesn't get the lead. So Doyle, 6-5, and that's a potential throwing error. 3-3 is a ground ball shortstop. We roll a 1, so that will be a throwing error. Will it be a 2-base error? That's the question. So that's a throwing error check. Fail throwing error check. The and means that I got to test. Wait a second. All right, to the shortstop. Throwing error, 2 bases, and if possible, no, double play. Check throwing error on the fielder, then the pivot man. Oh, wait a second. I see what he's saying. So I got to check 2 people. I got to check for potential double play chance, which there is. Check the fielder first and then the pivot man for an error. Well, there's already an error. He throws it away, but I got to find 2. Throwing error with potential advance another base on a bad throw. Go through steps as follows. Roll 1d6, check against the range of the throwing receiver. He's a 5. And we roll a 2. So Willie Randolph blocks the ball, keeps it from going into the outfield. And it's going to be a 1-base error. 1-base error on the shortstop, Mason. Reach first on an error. First and second now. And that's a 3rd Yankee error, and I think that's the 3rd error on Mason. Let me look at the box score. Yeah, man, that's his 3rd error. He's got 5 now. Wow. Let me check out this box score real quick, make sure I haven't screwed it up. No, I have not screwed it up. Everything looks I play very conservatively, guys. Very conservatively, because it's really a clunky system, and I'm very, very careful. It's 11-11 in the top of the 10th inning. I'm sorry, in the bottom of the 10th inning. There's 1 out. Sparky Lyle. I'm trying to squeeze. I mean, he's fatigued, and I got to keep an eye on that. He's fatigued, so if I get any of those results, I have to give that advantage to the batter. This is his 3rd inning of work. He's faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 batters. So next inning, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to look for someone to bring in. Sparky Lyle against Fred Lynn. So Doyle reaches on an error by the shortstop. His runner's on first and second. That's a 4-6, and that's a potential error. And that's a 4-6. We're going to do an error check on Randolph. We roll a 12, so it won't be, but it could be a double play. Could be a double play, and we're just rolling right now. That's a 4. His double play is a 1. +1, that's a 2. It's 3. And it's not going to be a double play. It's going to be a force out. So it's a 4-6 fielder's choice. 4-6 fielder's choice. And Fred Lynn is on the first. At third base is Rick Miller. And it's Carter Yastrzemski. A 5-1 is a potential strikeout on the 13. Won't be a strikeout. We're rolling on Yastrzemski. And a 2-4, and that is a comebacker. Lyle plays it, throws to first, and that retires the side. Holy smokes. So we go to the top of the 11th inning now. Top of the 11th, it's going to be Lou Piniella made the last out, struck out. It's going to be Greg Nettles. Reggie Cleveland, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can go 12, so he's going to go a couple more innings easily. Here's a pitch from Reggie Cleveland. 66 is a blank. Greg Nettles is a 34, and that's line center field. No, left field. And that's Rick Miller makes the catch. What happened there? Let's see. Top of the 11th. And it's Oscar Gamble. Mr. Fro, 1-1 is a strikeout. A 7 is no, it won't be a strikeout. So it's a -1. It is a strikeout. Blows it by Gamble for out number 2. It's foul ball. Willie Randolph pulls one foul. Again, pitch to Randolph. That's an error on the throw. And a 4-4 is a ground ball. Shortstop Burleson. A 5. That may be an error on Burleson. Got to track him down. And on the throwing error, I'm going to check that out. And it is a throwing error on Burleson. And that's a failed E-check. On a shortstop, he boots the ball. Oh, wait. It was a throwing error, right? Yeah, it's a throwing error. So failed error check, error throw. It's a shortstop. Potential 2. There was no double play chance. So check against the range of the receiver. Oh, and that's going to be a 2-base error. 2-base error on Burleson. So over to second goes Randolph. That ball goes into the stands, and the umpire is going to immediately award second base to Willie Randolph. And he can score. He's got good speed. He can score from there. Willie Randolph, you're going to get a pinch hitter against Reggie Cleveland. Who do we have? Got Sandy Alomar. We got who else? Then Sandy Alomar is going to stay in there and play short. Easy peasy. Keep it simple. That's my middle name. Pinch hitter. Sandy Alomar. All right, here's the pitch from Reggie Cleveland. That's a 5-6's ballpark. All right, Snake Eyes is the double, and that's going to score the go-ahead run. Lines it in the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. Pinch hitter Sandy Alomar comes through huge for the Bronx Bombers here at Fenway. And the Yankees lead at 12-11. So that was a big move by Billy Martin, bringing in Sandy Alomar. The pinch hit for the light-hitting Jim Mason, who by this point was 0 for 5, excuse me. And now it's Mickey Rivers. Here's the pitch from Cleveland. It's a 4-6, and against a lefty, it's a walk plus. But it's not going to be a walk because we rolled a 19, so we're rolling off Rivers' card. Remember, there's a runner in scoring position, 1-5, and that's laced to right field, and racing in is Evans and makes the catch. Holy smokes. Dewey Evans comes up huge, saves a run. And we go to the bottom half. Now we're going to go in there. We're going to put him at shortstop. Alomar at shortstop. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, he plays shortstop. All right, and that's good. He's in there for shortstop. Now let's check the box score. It should say pinch hitter shortstop. It does not say pinch hitter shortstop. So I did the wrong thing. Let's see if I don't know that I could fix that. Quick out. I don't know that I could fix that when you do that. So I could fix it, but it has to be done a different way. And I'm not going to do it right now because it's not important enough for me to do it. So it's the bottom of the 11th inning. It's going to be Jim Rice leading it off. Now I have a big issue. I'm going to have to look at my starters, my Yankee starters, and I'm going to pull a guy that what the heck? Frank Jackson. I'm going to pull a guy who's pitched in relief. So let's see my starters. Let's see who I got here. My starters. Rudy May. I don't know that he's pitched in relief. These are the potential guys. Well, Alexander's not with a team yet. Ron Guidry's not around. Ken Brett I traded. I don't know why he's there. Doc Ellis. Doc Ellis has no relief. No relief rating. Ed Figueroa has no relief rating. And Brett does have a relief rating and a starter rating. Alexander does have a relief rating. I don't know if he's with the Yankees yet. I don't see him with the Yankees yet. Larry Murray's Rudy May has a relief rating. Wow, he has a relief rating. Wait a second. Okay, so I'm going to bring in Rudy May. Let's see. So Rudy May's coming in. Found a guy that can do a little bit of something for me. All right, Rudy May's in there now against Jim Rice. The Yanks are up 12-11 in the bottom of the 11th inning. Rudy May to Jim Rice. That's a snake eyes. That's a potential home run. We rolled a run. So now against a lefty, it's going to be a 1-20. That ball's a deep drive to left field. Back goes White to the track, to the wall. Gone. Game is tied. Bottom of the 11th inning, Jim Rice connects and ties it. Wow. All right. Holy smokes. Let me take another sip of my coronavirus. All right. So Rudy May gives up a leadoff home run. And the game is tied at 12 apiece in the bottom of the 11th. Dwight Evans. 2-4. Against the right, it's a potential home run. We roll the 4. That's a bomb. Dwight Evans, walk-off, home run, game over, 13-12. Boston would not allow the Yankees to beat them in this game. Wow. Ball score has detected the home team has won. 13-12. What a game, folks. Dewey Evans on a 2-4 result off Rudy May, which is a home run against a potential righty. And the 20-sided die against a lefty was 1-12. We had a 4. And Dewey Evans connects into right center field, drives one deep into the seats, and the crowd at Fenway goes nuts. Dewey Evans rounding the bases, and the whole team is at home plate waiting to celebrate Dewey Evans. This has been a game for the ages. 13-12. Back-to-back home runs by Jim Rice and Dwight Evans in the bottom of the 11th against starter reliever Rudy May. And the Boston Red Sox have pulled out a miracle victory. And the crowd is going nuts here at Fenway Park. The Yankees, 12 runs. The Yankees took the lead in the top of the 11th off a pinch hit double by Sandy Alomar. And that put the Yankees up by a score of 12-11. Rudy May relieved Sparky Lau, who pitched 1, 2, 3 innings. And Rudy May gave up a solo shot to Jim Rice, tying the game at 12 apiece. And then up came Dewey Evans. Sent a first pitch fastball into the left field seats for the ball game. So the Boston Red Sox pull it out 13-12. Yankees had 12 runs, 16 hits, 3 errors. The Red Sox 13 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors. So you saw 25 runs, 31 hits, and 5 errors in a game that I personally felt would never end. 1 hour, 55 minutes of tabletop bliss, tabletop ecstasy, okay, for an hour and 15 minutes. But I'll tell you, it took the heart and soul out of this announcer. And the crowd won't go home. They want Dewey Evans to come out of the dugout, and here he comes. Dewey Evans waves to the crowd, and they're chanting now, Yankees suck, Yankees suck, Yankees suck, Yankees suck. What a game, folks. And I'm going to have to check out this box score because I've got some messages. I'm trying to finish it out. It says I got to go over the box score. Folks, this was a game that really stood out as being a game for the ages. 13-12, walk-off victory. Dwight Evans, home run. And the crowd refuses to leave. And I got a message that says an extra unused new batter marker was found. This may prevent an individual record from being exploited. I know what that is. That was that situation when I brought in Sandy Alomar. So this is CP Cards and Dice. And you can hear the crowd here. They refuse to go home. I think they're going to sleep at Fenway Park tonight. What a game. And this is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the game. And I will talk to you soon. Remember, this is your station for chat, tutorials, strategy, player profiles, history reviews, news, tips, unboxing, tops, baseball cards, and so much more. And this is your friendly neighborhood host, CP Cards and Dice, saying take care.